Hi everyone. In this video, we are going to take assistance from ChatGPT on how to set up VPC peering between two Amazon VPCs. So VPC means Virtual Private Cloud. It is one of the important services in Amazon Web Services. In this video, we are going to take assistance from ChatGPT on how to set up peering between two Amazon VPCs. So the prompt is, how do I set up VPC peering between two Amazon VPCs? I'm going to hit enter and see how it goes. Okay, ChatGPT is giving a lot of details on this. Okay, let me go on top. The first thing is setting up a VPC peering between two Amazon virtual private clouds involves several steps. VPC peering allows you to connect two VPCs, enabling communication between instances in those VPCs as they were on the same network. Here is a step-by-step guide on how to set up VPC peering. So we are trying to connect two different VPCs here so that the machines from this VPC can communicate with the machines in the other VPC as if they are in the same network. So this is the task that we are trying to fulfill with the help of this prompt. So the first thing is log into AWS Management Console, navigate to VPC dashboard, create a VPC peering connection. So these are the steps. In the VPC dashboard, select peering connections from the left-hand menu. Click the Create Peering Connection button. After that, configure the peering connection. The first thing is you need to configure the peering connection. So you have to give the name. You need to give the requester VPC. Select the VPC from which you want to initiate the peering request. So here you need to give the details of the requester VPC. The second one is acceptor VPC. Select the VPC that will accept the peering request. Enable DNS resolution. This allows DNS resolution across peered VPCs. Check this box is needed. Tags. You can also give tags. So this is for configuring the peering section. The next thing is send peering request. After configuring the peering connection, click the Create Peering Connection button. This sends a peering request to the owner of the acceptor VPC. Accept peering request. To complete the peering connection in the VPC dashboard, select peering connections from the left-hand menu, find the peering request in the list and select it. Click the Actions button and choose Accept Request. So for the communication to happen between two VPCs, so we need to first accept on both sides that, okay, if you are sending the request, I'm going to accept it. If I'm going to send the request, you please accept it. Something like that. So we need to have proper understanding before the communication happens between these two VPCs. That's why it is saying accept peering request, acceptor VPC owner. And the next thing is modify route tables. To enable traffic between peered VPCs, you need to modify the route tables in both VPCs. In each VPC, go to the route table section, edit the route table associated with your subnet. Add a route for the VPC's CIDR block pointing to the VPC peering connection. So you need to modify the route tables in your environment so that these two VPCs can connect together and exchange traffic. So once it is done, test the connectivity. Once the route tables are updated, instances in both VPCs should be able to communicate with each other. You can test connectivity by trying to ping or access resources in other VPCs. So once the configuration is done, try to ping the machine in the other network, in the other VPC. Try to send some files. See, if there is some kind of any packet drop or whatever it is. Test the connectivity. Step 9 is security group and network ACL consideration. Ensure that the security groups and network ACLs allow the necessary inbound and outbound traffic between the peered VPCs. So once you configure VPC, you need to make sure that you configure the security group and network ACL so that you allow only the necessary inbound and outbound traffic. You don't want everybody to connect to this environment, to the VPC environment. You want to give access to only the specific security group. So please enable enable the right security groups, and also create network access control lists if necessary. So once it is done, monitor and manage. Regularly monitor the peering connection and associated resources to ensure they meet your requirements. You can also modify or delete the peering connection as needed. So let's say if you are performing this activity only for temporary task, okay, then create the VPC, and once your task is done, once the job is done in your environment, if you don't need this anymore, then you can remove it. So you can also modify or delete the peering connection as needed. Remember that VPC peering connection are not transitive, meaning if you have VPC A paired with VPC B and VPC B paired with VPC C, VPC A and VPC C are not automatically paired. You would need to create a separate peering connection between VPC C and VPC A and VPC C. So this is a very good principle that we need to follow. Just because VPC A is communicating with VPC B and VPC B is paired with VPC C, it doesn't mean that VPC A will communicate with VPC C. So if you want VPC A to communicate with VPC C, you need to create a connection. You need to create a paired connection. So this is what it is trying to convey. So at any point in time, if you want to know more details, always please copy and paste it. Copy paste is the best thing to do. So please copy, let's say test connection, copy, paste it, hit enter. Now it is going to give a lot of details on how to test the connectivity. So use the ping test, ping the IP address, access resources, all the other things, troubleshooting. If it is not working as expected, you can also do some troubleshooting, check the route tables, check the security group rules, check the network access control list, so you can actually deep dive and perform a lot of things. All right, I really hope you find this information helpful. Thank you for watching. I will catch you in the next video. Bye bye.